Okay, so today's video is simply going to be a shameless plug for some of you to do the 30-day trial. That's only $7. Okay, so I'm going to show you quite a few of the setups that we've had in this past week. And obviously not every setup makes money. If it breaks the zone, you get stopped out. But typically we see quite a few of these that do play out. So I'm going to go through some of them right now. TWLO was a buy setup that was based on a 618 retracement that overlapped a symmetrical projection. We hit, we held, we triggered an entry, and if it plays out fully, 150.50 is going to be the first target. Also, I believe that we did have some timing at that low. Now, Home Depot is another one that we had set up in one of the breakout sessions where we had key support that initially held. It got a little scary when it retested it, but it ended up holding the symmetry support on this retest. And now if we continue to rally from this last low, your upside potential is the 214.29 area. There are hurdles, however, that you'd need to clear on the way up, and that's typically what I show on the chart in some of these videos. PayPal was another one when, you know, the market was rolling over on Sunday night and everybody was in a panic. And what did PayPal do? It just broke and held the next support decisions. In this case, there were two symmetry projections, 103.61, 103.99. It hit, it held, it triggered an entry. It has a hurdle that it needs to clear here. And then the targets potentially 117.57 and then 121.27. Okay, but since you're at a hurdle, this is a really good time to ratchet up stops if you're in that one. SMH, we had a time and price decision a while back, and it got a little bit scary a couple of days ago when it retested the support. But guess what? It hit, it held, it retested, it re-triggered. And if this is a more important low, we do have hurdles to clear on the way up. But upside potential would be way up here. Let's take a look at a few more. Team was another one that had symmetry plus a 618 of a prior swing. That one has already rallied, let's see, $13. The initial upside target, if it plays out fully, is 137.49, and then the second target would be 143.38. Microsoft was another one. Again, I did a breakout session, I think that was on Tuesday. We found a bunch of these setups where, again, there's symmetry, and there's also a 786 and a 1618 extension in this cluster at 118.48 to 119.13, and it cleared an important hurdle today, and it has a target of 134.73. NOW, this is another one. There was symmetry plus a 382 plus a 1618. It hit, it held, it triggered an entry. We need to clear 270 if it's going to continue to rally, but if it does, our upside target's 291.46. MGM, I did the free video the other day on that one. That was done off of a weekly chart, but I've been showing and updating the fact that we're getting into a resistance decision that we need to clear if we are indeed going to continue to rally towards the first target of 31.99. All right, now there's, I believe, a couple more. Let me just grab the last set of charts here. Okay, also Apple. Now Apple wasn't really an official setup, but it was enough to go down to the lower time frame chart and look for an entry because I had timing for a low, the 4th through the 6th, okay, and then I also had price for a low being the major 618 retracement of that prior low high swing. So we had time and price there. It has triggered on the buy side. It needs to continue to clear resistance if it is indeed going to continue higher towards an upside target of 227.56. Okay, and also remember, you know, with these setups, you know, if it holds the zone, then, you know, you trail up stops as you go, you know, if it starts to play out in your favor. But if it breaks the zone, you get out. But the thing is, the entries are relatively close to where your initial risk is. So if you get a trigger on a lower time frame chart, you're only risking to underneath here. Now that's Apple. Facebook also gave us another setup, 159.24 to 161.15 on the daily chart, and there was also timing for a low. So, this was very helpful that we had timing here, and we also had timing in the indexes for a possible intermediate low. But now we do have to continue to clear resistance if it is going to, or if this is a more important low. And let me just show you what the potential target would be if we can clear this resistance. The upside target would be the 208.72 area. Netflix did set up recently with timing for low. Okay, you can see timing via the histogram. You can see price here. It did start to rally. It has the potential target of 450, but it does have to clear the hurdles here. So we're up at resistance right here, right now. This is really a good time to ratchet up stops just in case we don't continue to move through resistance. And last but not least, we had a counter trend support decision in Tesla. But now, as far as the next decision, look at the fact that we have some timing for a possible high, 6th, 7th. Okay, wait, I'm missing one of my cycles here. I know I had some cycles also on the 7th. I must have erased it by mistake. But anyway, this one, overall bearish pattern, lower lows and lower highs. So if this bearish pattern is going to continue, then we should fail somewhere around, one of these symmetry projections, and look for another swing down. Okay, if we fail to clear that area. And as far as the zone, it's a pretty wide zone. So this is why what you wait for is you want to see a trigger on a lower time frame chart that tells you that it's worth placing a bet. Because that will basically tell you which zone to take the trade against, because you'll trade up into the area, and if you see the moving average crossover, then you have reason to take the trade and then define the risk above the high or above the high end of the zone. So hope that helps. If you're interested in doing a trial, you should go to FibonacciQueen.com, and you can actually sign up for 30 days, and it's only $7, and if you'll know within a month whether this will have value to you or not. But anyway, that's it. That was my that was my shameless plug for my service.